Hi everyone, this is Catherine Whitaker from Stampin' with Catherine, and I'm glad you're joining me to make a card today. This is the card we're going to make. It's a beautiful fall leaves card. It has a fun fold. It's called a Z fold. And we're going to be using some fun fall colors. We're going to use this Bumblebee from Stampin' Up. All of these things are from Stampin' Up. There's Bumblebee, there's Cherry Cobbler, and there is Pumpkin Pie. And then the stamp sets that we're going to use, and other supplies too. We're going to use the Gather Together stamp set. We're going to use this great big maple leaf stamp, and then the greeting that I wanted to use is this Cherished Friend from the Lovely You stamp set. We're also going to be using the Pinewood Plank embossing folder. Gives a great wood grain texture to your paper that you're embossing. And then also we're going to be using a couple of sets of dies. For our greeting label, we're going to use the Tasteful labels, and it's this one right in here. And then also on the gathered leaves, we're going to use 2 of these leaves dies that emboss. Plus also we're going to use this big maple leaf to cut out our stamped images. So let's set those aside for now. Okay, let's get started. So the base of our card is, as you can see, it's crumb cake. So we're going to use a piece of 8.5. It's 8.5 inches wide by 5.5 inches tall. We'll score it at 2 1/8 inches mark and 4 1/4 inches mark. And the 2 1/8 we will fold one direction, and the other one will fold the other direction, and it gives us this Z fold in our card. Okay, so also I've gone ahead and prepared and pre-done a few things here just to save some time. I've got a piece of gold foil paper here, and it is turn around. It is 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. And then to that, I've glued it just to that front flap of your cardstock. And to the gold foil, I have added a piece of soft suede cardstock that I used the Pinewood Planks embossing folder on. And it is 3.5 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches tall. So that gives us the base of our card here. Opens like this, or like this, if you prefer it that way. But so that's that. And then I've prepared some of the fall leaves from our Gather Together stamp set. Pre-stamped them in our Cherry Cobbler, Bumblebee, and Pumpkin Pie. And the way I got the color into these stamps is while the image was newly stamped, I took a water brush. I don't have any of the new water painters that Stampin' Up! Has yet, but this will do. This is a good one. So you'll take your newly stamped image, squeeze a little water into the brush tip, and then you will pull the color from the outline of the image into the middle of your leaf, and that will give that image the color that it needs. Because if you look at the back side you know, they are definitely not that color until you pull. It's like a simple watercolor technique to do that. So that's how I accomplish the color in those. And then I die cut them out using the dies from the Gathered Leaves die set. So I did that, and then also I've prepared a couple of the little the embossed leaves that I showed you. I don't know if you can see that very well. It shows, it's really a great image that's with the embossing in there. I love them. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to glue our leaves onto our card base. And I'm just going to use some of the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. You don't want the leaves glued down flat. Even if you wanted to, you could kind of, you know, give them a little bit of a curl, because, you know, fall leaves, they're not flat. They have a little bit of texture and dimension to them. So we're just going to add a little bit of glue onto the back. And we are going to be careful that you're not going over the edges, because that will be difficult when you're trying to put it in your envelope. It won't fit very well. So put a little bit of glue on that one. And I don't put them all on the same direction. I kind of stagger them one direction and the other. And then a little bit of glue here. See. I really like the Tombow glue, the liquid glue, because it gives you a little bit of movement while it's, you know, before it's completely dry. And if you need to adjust something, it's easier that way. And then we'll take our little bitty gold leaves and we're going to add a little glue to the back of them. We're just going to tuck them in between our leaves here. Let's see, like that. And then this little maple leaf here will go in between these two. Let's see, give that a little bit of a turn. There we go. Looking good, coming right along. Now, I used a new product today. This is I pre-stamped our greeting on this, and if you notice, this is thick. What I did is I used some of the new foam adhesive sheets. Look, and you just attach your paper to, they're just like a great big dimensional. You peel off, like you'll cut it to the size that you want it to be. Then you'll take your piece of cardstock and attach it to one side of the double-sided foam adhesive sheet, so that it's stuck on there. See, it's stuck really good too. And then I put my die on top of there and I ran it through my die cutting machine. And even though it's thick, it's foam, so it's going to squish down and not give you any problems. And then you just pop it out. Look how that's so nice. And then your die is this big, chunky, thick. I love it. And then we just peel off that back side there like that. I'm going to attach it right here. Kind of center it there as best I can. About 1/3 of the way down from the top of your card. And sticky, sticky, sticky. And there you go. That's on there. Now we're almost done with this card. All I have left to do is add a couple of cute little embellishments. These are new. These are from the new holiday, I guess it's not called the holiday mini catalog anymore. It's called the August through December mini catalog. August through December 2020 mini catalog. Anyway, big long name for what we lovingly refer to as the holiday mini. But these are called Wonderful Gems. I don't know if you can see it very well. There's clear ones and there's red ones, of course. And there's like glitter inside of them. They're great. There's gold glitter in the clear ones and then kind of iridescent glitter in the red ones. But we're going to use a couple of these clear ones. We're going to, let's see, I want to use one of the big ones, and they just kind of slide off. They have adhesive on the back. So I'm going to take, I cut my nails today. Let's see if I can pick them up. Oops. We're going to attach one right there. And we're going to take a small one, slide it on there to release stick them where it's at. I'm going to stick another one of the small ones right over here. And then another one of the small ones. So we're going to use 3 altogether. Sometimes if you use your scissors, you can kind of pick it up. There we go. And there, maybe? No, not yet. There we go. There. 1, 2, 3. Just like a triangle. 1, 2, 3. Good design. Anyway, there's my card all finished. I hope you like it. I like it a lot. And I'm glad that you joined me today. And we'll see you next time. Bye.